Good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, and I would like to call to order the July 15th meeting of the Oklahoma City Water Utilities Trust. Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the June 17th meeting. They're in your packet. Any questions? Is there a motion for approval? Motion and a second. Please vote. And it passes. Next item is a consent docket. There are a number of items on the consent docket, mostly, quite frankly, some final acceptances and a number of change orders. We didn't have a meeting 2 weeks ago, so it's a larger consent docket than normal. Are there any items on the consent docket that the trustees would like to poll for individual consideration? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve the consent docket? And it passes. Next up is a concurrence docket. There are 2 items that are concurrent projects for the City of Oklahoma City. Neither include any money. They're all funded through the city and other sources. Are there any questions regarding the concurrence docket? Is there a motion to approve the concurrence docket? And it passes. Item 5 are emergency construction contracts. There are 3 today. The first, item A, is a purchase for a wastewater project of a collapse at the Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
And for $57,000. Are there any questions regarding that sewer line collapse? Is there a motion to approve item 5A? We need 4 votes.
Sorry.
And it passes. Item B is an emergency situation that has to do with some chlorination equipment at the Hefner plant that failed. There was some specialty equipment, so we had to do an emergency on that. And since the equipment at Draper was the same age and we think it could be ready for failure, we're going to replace both Hefner and Draper through this emergency.
That is correct, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any questions regarding that? Is there a motion? And it passes. Item C is an emergency regarding the North Canadian Wastewater Treatment Plant. There were some pumps that went out, and we rented some pumps to abate the emergency situation. However, the replacement pumps, the permanent replacement pumps, are going to take longer than anticipated. So this is to lengthen the time we'll be renting the original pumps that we rented.
That is correct. And the current estimate on the delivery of the new pumps is hopefully late August.
Okay.
Hopefully they hold to that, but we'll find out.
All right. Are there any questions regarding item 5C in the emergency of the North Canadian Wastewater Treatment Plant? Seeing none, is there a motion for approval? Motion and a second, and it passes. Items from individual consideration. Mayor, you'd like to be excused maybe at this time. Okay.
I made a motion.
Okay. Well, we'll try to respect your time here. Item 6A is a resolution regarding water and wastewater improvements, and this is a resolution that will allow us, Vanessa will explain it in more detail, but basically allow us to pay with cash now and then recoup those dollars at the future time with bond proceeds.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Trustees. Vanessa Aguilar, and very well said. This resolution gives Aquat the flexibility for financing projects from a future tax-exempt financing, whether it's a revenue bond issuance or we are looking at pursuing a bank note program. So attached to this resolution, we identify those projects which we could potentially debt finance in the future, which includes our capital program for FY26 and 27.
Very good. And we've done this before.
That is correct.
So are there any questions for Vanessa regarding this item? Seeing none, is there a motion for approval? And it passes unanimously. Item 6B is the award of a contract on the Second Atoka pipeline. And Larry Hare today is going to tell us about that contract award.
Good afternoon. Well, first it was Pump Station O that we awarded the contract to, which is the beginning point of the Second Atoka pipeline. Then we had the Conowa Pump Station, which we awarded successfully to. The third and final pump station on the Second Atoka pipeline is this one here today, which is the Stonewall Pump Station. It came in under bid by about $3 to $4 million, which surprised us quite a bit. And it will be in Stonewall, Oklahoma. And the next projects we have coming up are just like the little interim surge stations at the other pump station sites, as well as 2 remaining pipe segments to be bid out later this calendar year, if Vanessa will give me some money.
All right. So this is just under $80 million.
Correct.
And they were a little bit under the estimate, but obviously they're an approved contractor, and Wynn's obviously a very well-known contractor in the
That is
local area.
correct. I believe they also have Pump Station O.
Okay. All right, so any questions of Mr. Hare regarding item 6B? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve? And it passes. Items from trustee. Mayor?
You know what? I got a few things I want to say, yeah. As the first mayor to be here, I think, since Mayor Cornett came in to close Fisherman's Road, I feel like I ought to, you remember that, right?
I do remember that.
I ought to thank you all so much for your work, you know, in cities around the United States, I feel like water is a topic of much controversy and debate, and it actually kind of flies under the radar here, and it's because you guys do such an amazing job, and we've had visionary leadership, obviously, all the way back to former Utilities Director Jim Couch, and we're very grateful for your service here, very grateful to you, Sharon, very grateful to the staff and all of you for what you do. I know also this year's been trying with all of the water line issues, but you know, thanks to the city manager, we've got more budget on the way, and obviously in the bond issue that was put on the ballot today, we got a lot more coming as well, I think, to support your work. Very grateful, and certainly my rare opportunity to be here, I wanted to express that gratitude on behalf of the people of Oklahoma City. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Greg? Sharon? I want to take a moment. I was advised Sunday that Sam Samandi had passed away. And Sam was an engineer. He was here when I came in '87. And he was a special projects engineer, and later took over the wastewater engineering section, and then became the engineering manager. I don't know, I'm guessing somewhere around 2000. And retired. Mark and I were talking about it yesterday, 3-4 years ago maybe. And Sam really left an impression on this department. He was well loved, he was well respected. He went out of his way to work and learn and develop relationships with the engineering community and with the contracting community. Sam was a special man, and well, will be always remembered. So I just wanted to note that.
He gave me my tours nearly 20 years ago of those facilities as Mayor's Chief of Staff. So thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry to hear that. My deepest condolences to his family.
Josh, General Manager reports?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, so the lake level report's really easy. Everything's
full.
Everything's full. That's easy. We do have a new member of our Utilities Department leadership team here today that I would like to introduce. Mr. Jared McLaughlin is the new Deputy Director of Utilities over our engineering group.
Hi.
Jared McLaughlin, coming from Montgomery, Alabama, where I was Chief Engineer for the Montgomery Water Works for 6 years, and with the company there for 12 and a half. I've worked in some private consulting before that too, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for the challenge and for working with a great team and a great city. So.
Well, thank you. I hope you get plugged in and enjoy it here.
Yes,
It's a great community, as the mayor will tell us all about tomorrow.
The last thing on my list, sir, is I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a birthday next week. So I wanted to be sure and reach out and wish Mr. Chairman a happy birthday next week. And I have nothing further.
All right, well, thank you. There's no further business before the trust, therefore, we are adjourned.